Oh, that's nice.
The world was on fire, no one could stop me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never thought I would treat someone like you. I never thought I would meet someone like you.
Thank you very, very much. So, my name is Randolph Matthews. It's an absolute privilege to be here for you today. As I said earlier, I am a musician. I am somebody who loves the power of what the voice can do, and I have the great opportunity to be able to travel the world, to be able to share singing, to share and demonstrate what the human voice can do. Now, for me, this started very much when I was very young. When I was about 7 years old, I was in my bedroom. I just want you to come with me in my bedroom. So I was in my bedroom, and I was inside in my room on my bed. To me, the voice had no borders. It didn't have no boundaries. It was about something that was free and expressional. Now that I look back, because I think we are innately, this is our right as a child to be able to explore that voice. But for me, it was about recognizing that there were kind of sounds, particular sounds that I heard. Sounds from my family in the house, sounds from nature, and sounds from the musicality of things that I heard in terms of music being played, jazz, blues, reggae. And then for me, I think I got to this kind of epitome point where it's just like, right, I can hear all these sounds here. They feel like I need to let them out. I'm a bit scared about this, but I need to let them out. So I had what was called a cassette player. Anybody know what a cassette player is? There's a couple people who are just like going. So I had a cassette player, and then I found another cassette player, which was my mum's. And so I took the two cassette players and I put them together, and I started to layer up my voice. Now, the whole experience lasted about 3 hours of me just playing around. Most of all, I was trying to get over myself because I was scared about how people would perceive me, what they would say if they heard me making sounds in the room. But I got there. So first of all, I started off with putting down a bass line. Now, I don't know if you know yourself when you get excited about something. For me, in my bedroom, it was just like, because nobody else was there. I opened the door. Once I did that, I then went on to listen to other sounds that I heard. So at that moment, there was a guy being played by my sister called George Benson, a guitarist. So I heard, remember, I'm 7 years old. Remember, I'm 7. So then, I thought to myself, right, the drums. Those sounds kept on running round and round and round and round in me. Until eventually I decided I need to take them out of the border line of this room and make them something else. But just as I was about to do this, I fell into a couple years of being an adolescent. I went downhill. And it all changed for a split second. But then eventually, later on, music, the lifestyle, the people that I met, the connectivities that I was experiencing from meeting people who wanted to express themselves, and almost to an extent wanted to go on a journey of trying to express themselves, trying to express beyond the boundary lines of maybe where they were from, culturally, maybe how they were brought up, maybe just the perception that they had seen on TV, that they could or they couldn't say or express what they wanted to express. It intrigued me. And so the voice became something which I rekindled my flame with. Because as I started to do my research with it, I recognized that the auditory system that the voice is about, or what we have to work with, is far too complex for us to just think in just words. It's a lot more than just words to define who we are and what we're about. And I remembered speaking or reading an article by a man called Paul Newham, who was talking about the fact that before there were words, there were feelings. So ultimately, everybody starts with a feeling. Yes? 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 Yes, I think if we do anything, it's always driven by a feeling first. And then we articulate it. And it depends how we articulate it. Sometimes we can say, I might be feeling inside, I don't feel very good. And then somebody says, how are you feeling today? And you go, I'm fine. No, I'm not. Or you can say, I don't feel good. Okay? So the expression of that is something which is all innate in us. But for me, there is something as well, very, very simplified in terms of actually our voices are always singing our song. We're always singing our song. Whether we talk about things to do with X Factor or we talk about actually I go and have singing classes, that's irrelevant. Every person sings a song. Everybody walks the journey with their own suitcase, with their own inbuilt uniqueness that they take with them, wherever they are. And to understand and listen to that is to understand more deeply the person. For example, there's that young boy right there with his hand in front, and he's just nodding at me going, what's your name? James. 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 Ames. 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 What do we have? This lady here, what's your name? Bernadette. That's a bit long, isn't it? Why couldn't you be James? Bernadette. Bernadette. Bernadette James. Bernadette James. Bernadette. Bernadette. So the name has everything in it. That's James as a baby. When my hand goes up like this, you go, some of you like screaming. When I go to the side like this, you go, ah. That's when you get that mark wrong in your exam. You're, oh. When I go down like this, don't call the police. You just go. I'd like to thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, everyone.